Okay, so we're still in lockdown, and this is the third video, and a lot of people have been asking how to stay fit through these times. So I'm going to give you my 5 tips to stay fit, and those 5 things we can work on in the 5 days of the week, depending, or we can have breaks in the week and work through the weekend, whatever works for you. But the first thing we're going to do is a HIIT session, which is high intensity interval training, okay? HIIT. Now, if you don't like my exercises, type in HIIT training into Google and you will get a bunch of different exercises and circuits you can do. The reason why I'm going to look at these particular exercises is because I think they're going to help in terms of being goalkeeper specific, okay? So I've got 10 exercises, and the way in which we're going to work it is we're going to work on the premise of working for 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off, which is why it's interval training. So 30 seconds worth of work, 30 seconds worth of rest, and back onto the next exercise, okay? If you want to go for 40 minutes, you can just go through the circuit again, or you can go in a minute on, 30 seconds off, a minute on, and we can build up like that, okay? So the first one is a push-up fly. What we're going to do is we're going to get into the push-up position, okay? Nice flat back, straight back, okay? Bum not in the air, not sagging, okay? So if I go from the side, that's how my push-up should look like, okay? Nice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to the floor, arms are going to go out, and then I'm going to come back out, okay? So what I'm doing by working this is I'm working both my arms, my chest, my core, but by flying my arms out, I'm also working my back muscles and stretching through. So you're going to balance like so, okay, just on your glutes there, okay, and you're going to move. If you want to have a football there, you can. If you want to put a weight in your hand, you can, okay, move it around that way. Just going to move like this, and we're just going to try and balance, okay? So those are Russian twists. Like I say, keep going for 30 seconds. Okay, so that's the second exercise, and this is a burpee. Okay, so you're going to start up there, you're going to squat down, hands on the floor, legs go out, press up, back up into a star jump. Okay, so those movements. Moving that round, so you can see, there, down, out, press up, tuck back in, and then star jump. Okay, 30 seconds of those. I'm going to call them banana mans, and your parents are probably likely to know who Banana Man is more than you. But what we're going to do is stretch ourselves out. Our feet are going to come off the floor. Our hands are going to come off the floor, like so. And then we're going to swim round, go back down, and then drop. Up, round, and back down. Up, and back down. Okay, I'll do that from the side. So you can see that my feet are raising off. So it's down, up, arms, and back down. Up, and back down. Okay, nice little workout for the back there. Now, this one, it doesn't take a scientist to work out why this is a good one, excuse me, for goalkeepers. And we're going to lunge to the side and then hop. I'm going to lunge to the side and then hop. I'm going to lunge to the side and then hop. Lunge to the side and then hop. Okay? 30 seconds, remember. Tuck ups is like a sit up, but we're going to tuck up. So we're in here and we're going to go there, like so. Arms going back. 30 seconds. Okay, nice burner for this one. Hands on the floor, feet out there, okay, as fast as we can. Here we go. Okay, make sure we're touching at the top, as well as at the bottom. Okay, 30 seconds. This one is plank jacks. Okay, so we're working on the core again. We're going to get into either a high or a low plank position. I'm going to go with the high one. Okay, and all we're going to do is going to put our feet wide and back in. Okay, so we're jumping wide, jump back in, jump wide, jump back in, jump wide, jump back in, okay? Keeping that plank position. Do star jumps. So people think these are star jumps. They're not, they're jumping jacks. The star jump is down low and squat, up high and down, and then control that landing. So it's there, 1, 2, 3, 30 seconds. Okay, the final one is a Heisman, 1, 2, 3. You start off one side, 1, 2, 3, and up. Opposite elbow, opposite leg. Okay, 1, 2, 3, there, okay. As quick as we can, backwards and forwards. 1, 2, 3, there. 1, 2, 3, there. 1, 2, 3. "30 seconds. Okay guys, so this is part 2 of staying fit at home, staying sharp. We've done the high intensity interval training. Now we're looking at the power element of our training, making sure that we are working the muscle groups that are going to maintain our power output and explosiveness when we go back to football. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is what we call a single leg tuck. It's exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to start off with one leg, keep the leg out in front, balance. I'm going to squat down, okay, and as I jump up, I'm going to tuck that leg and I'm going to land on that leg, okay, and I'm going to try and stick that landing. Here we go again. Okay, you want to do 5 of those on each leg. So that's exercise number 1, single leg tuck. Exercise number 2. Exercise number 2 is a step and take off. Now with my step and take off, because you guys are going to be at home, you're going to might have benches and stuff. I've just got a plant pot turned upside down, make sure there's no flowers in it that mum and dad are not going to be too upset with. But all I'm going to do is stand on that, keep myself nice and balanced, okay? And as it says, I'm going to step off. As I step off, I'm going to land 2-footed, and as I land 2-footed, I'm going to expel myself, eject myself as quickly and as high into the air as I can, okay? So we're just going to step off, nice little bounce, nice controlled movement, okay? And we're just really trying to get that quickness, so as soon as we feel our feet touch the floor, we're back up in the air, okay? Obviously I've stepped off, you need the left side, so again, this is an exercise of 5 on both legs, step off, okay? So we're making sure we're getting that balance, so that leg's coming in and we're working off, okay? Really, really important. So exercise number 2 is step off and lifts, okay? Otherwise known as vertical jumps. Exercise number 3 is back squats. Now, some of you might not have a home gym, some of you might struggle with equipment. I've got a simple pole here, it's really, really light, okay? Just a piece of plastic. Okay, nice little bit of flex, and the reason why I'm using these is because I'm going to rest it on the back of my shoulders there, okay, just below my neck there, like so, okay, and I'll try and grip the bar with my palms facing the sky. I'm not going to tuck my hands in, okay, too much. I'm going to keep them nice and wide, and what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to squat down. I'm going to try and keep myself lowering so that my hips and my shoulders stay fairly in line, okay? So I'm going to go down and then back up. Now I haven't got the greatest flexibility, I'll be the first to confess. I haven't got the greatest technique, so if you want to see proper technique, have a look at the pros doing it online. But it's a good exercise just to work that, and if that becomes really easy, we can obviously power out of them, okay? Jump back in, power out of them. Slowly down, fast up, okay? Let's get 10 of those in. Now it doesn't have to be a piece of plastic, it can be a broom. You might have some sort of equipment at home that you can use, okay, but keep it nice and simple and keep it easy to work with, okay? So exercise number 3 is back squats. Exercise number 4. Exercise number 4 are reverse lunges. So we all know what a lunge is, and this is where we step forward, okay, we get that nice bend in the knee, we hover that leg off the floor, and we can either step out of it, okay, or we can step back out of it. A reverse lunge, we start at the front of the mat, or we start at the front of our space, okay, I'm going to step back, I'm going to try and keep our balance, okay, and I'm going to step forward into it. Now I'm going to alternate there, okay, knee doesn't touch the floor, keep our core nice and engaged, keeping our shoulders nice and square, okay, making sure we're in control of our movement, nice and 90-degree or as close as we can, okay, 5 on each leg. That's exercise number 4. Exercise number 5. Now, this is called a kettlebell swing. I don't have a kettlebell. I don't know if you guys have a kettlebell. So I've got a can of paint, okay? It's not open, it's firmly shut. Might be something else. You might want to go and get a bag of shopping. You might want to go and put a bag for life and put some bricks in, or something heavy, or I don't know, maybe you've got something at home you can, but it's all about finding something that just works for that exercise at the moment. So we're going to do a kettlebell swing. Now a kettlebell swing just works on those squats. We've been doing lunges, so we've definitely activated these muscle groups in around my pelvis and into my legs. Okay, I'm going to pick up the kettlebell. Okay, and a kettlebell swing, what you're going to do is feet nice and wide so the kettlebell can go through. It's going to go down and then it's going to come up. Okay, so you want that arm nice and straight up there. You're going to go down and back up, down and back up. Now the heavier the object, the more it's going to be harder to push up through. Okay, and it's going to work that core. We want to keep that core engaged. Okay, what we don't want to be doing is this. We don't want to be swinging. Okay, especially if it's a pot of paint, it could go everywhere. So we want to keep that down and then up, down, and then we can power up like that. Okay, power up. So those are our 5 exercises. Single leg tuck, step off and jump, vertical jump, back squats, reverse lunges, kettlebell swing. That's our power. Well done. Okay, so this is the third element of our workout, and we're going to focus on the core element, as cores are incredibly important about keeping us solid through our movement and controlled. There are only 5 exercises, and the first exercise we're going to look at is the crunches, okay? The most important thing about the crunches is you don't intertwine your fingers in the back of your neck, and you don't pull on your neck, okay? We don't want to damage any muscles or any part of our necks, okay? So with crunches, really, really simple. We're going to turn this to the side so you can see we are just going to bring our chin up to where so I'm going to put my fingertips on the side of my temple, not behind my neck there, or hold on to the top of my ears, okay, and all I'm going to do is bring my chin, my nose, up towards my kneecap. So it's just there, okay, just a little bit of a crunch. If I come all the way up, that's a sit-up. So a crunch is literally just trying to crunch my nose. You can see I'm here, I'm back, and then I crunch my abs together and get my nose close to my knees. Okay, so those are crunches. Exercise number 2. Okay, so we're going to lie on our backs, okay, hands on the floor, we're going to put our feet up in the air and we're going to ride our bike. Okay, now this might seem pretty easy at first. If it is easy, just straighten your legs a little bit lower. The higher you go, the less you're going to work on your lower core. So we want to bring the knees up nice and high towards the chest, okay, and then nice and straight out across the floor there. Okay, yes, it's not actually in a circle, but I am going, and I can start to feel those core muscles starting to work. Okay, so that is my air bike, exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, a really, really important exercise, okay, and the quality of this exercise is incredibly important as well. So this exercise is just your everyday plank. So we're going to go for the low plank. It's nice and easy to control. My feet, my toes can be tucked underneath. I like to hold there. Some people like to do this. I'm just going to hold there, okay, and I've got to make sure that my shoulder, my hip and my ankles are all in a straight line, okay? What I don't want is this happening, I don't want this happening, okay? And when that starts to happen, that's because your muscles are starting to become tired, okay? So we're going to hold that plank nice and solid. There we go. Okay, nice 30 seconds of that.
and you should start to feel it. If 30 seconds is easy, push it to 45 seconds, push it to a minute, okay? Really test yourselves. So that's exercise number 3. Exercise number 4. We're going to take the plank and we're going to make it a little bit more difficult, okay? We're going to go back into that. Now you can go to a high plank or a low plank. I'm going to go back into that low plank, okay? And we're going to do leg raises. So what's really important here, and it's very difficult for me, is we're not turning our, what's known as the trunk, okay? We're not turning our pelvis, we're not rotating our hips, we're keeping our hips and our shoulders nice and square to the floor, okay? And we're just raising up there, keeping that leg nice and straight. See how's my bum went up there? Don't want that. Okay, working there. Now I've got a particularly tight trunk area around my hips and my hamstrings, so I find this one pretty tough. But that are your leg raises planks. Okay, exercise number 4. Exercise number 5, our last exercise, okay? I know you're going to be thinking, Steve, enough with the planks. They're brilliant, okay? They're hard work, but they're brilliant. So we're going to carry on with this one. I'm going to move this mat around, and this is our last exercise, exercise number 5, okay? And they're known as oblique planks. And they work these really important muscles for goalkeepers, those one that gives us that contraction and that ability to react low, sideways, laterally, and we're going to do oblique planks. So I'm going to come facing this way, I'm going to go into that low, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my knee, one at a time, as close to my elbow as I can, like so, okay? Now if that's easy, we'll go faster, okay? But really, really important is we maintain control throughout our exercise, okay? Exercise number 5, oblique planks. That finishes our core workout. Thanks guys. Okay, so this is part 4 of staying fit at home during our isolation, okay? And this part is decision making, reaction and footwork. And I've got my lovely wife Sophie to help me. Sophie's very, very good at sports, but not particularly football because she doesn't like it at all. So this could be a car crash, but let's hope not. Okay, so the idea is that I'm going to be here and I'm going to be in my set position, okay? And all Sophie's going to do is she's going to throw one of the bibs, okay? You might not have bibs, but a t-shirt will do. 3 different t-shirts, okay? And she's going to throw a bib. I've got 3 different colours so you can see, okay? She's going to throw a bib and I've got to get that bib out the air and give it back to her before the other one touches the floor, okay? So we're going to give that a go. Ready? Okay, go.
Go!
It helps if the other person can catch as well.
I thought you were passing it.
Okay, so we're going to start again. Ready? Go. Okay, so that one, right then there, that wasn't bad at all. As you can see, I didn't move my feet a great deal. We haven't got the greatest area, so as you get better at it, the ball, that it can get thrown higher, it can just be dropped, and then you start making, that's fine, and then start making decisions like that, okay? So that's the first bit, and that's a really good entry way of doing it. The next way we're going to do it is if you put the bibs down. Okay, I've got 3 different balls here. Small skill ball, tennis ball, it's got a slightly different bounce on it, and then a beanbag ball, it's got no bounce at all. So this one obviously can't be thrown down, it can't be bounced, but it can be thrown up in the air, okay? So it's a slightly harder, the bounce it can deflect in different pieces, so I've really got to pay attention and get the ball back. So I'm just going to, just your way, I'm just going to tap the ball back to you.
Okay.
Okay, so all the best, and you might fall through to the patio. Okay, in my set position, here we go.
Oh no.
No, you can't. You can't throw this one. It's got to go up. Okay, we'll try again. That's how they hit the
Can we
rises.
edit this?
No. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're just going to go with 2.
I don't need this.
Okay, so as you can see,
That's fine. That's fine. As you can see, sometimes you need another sports person or somebody that's got general hand-eye coordination to help you out. But I wouldn't have been able to do that without Sophie. So thank you very much. So that's that's our footwork reaction and decision making drill. It's a really easy one. The other ones you can do is 2 different colour balls. Obviously I won't be able to do this one, excuse me a minute. 2 different colour balls, face the wall, okay, throw them both at the same time, change your angles, okay, and just choose which one is going to, so if you've got them there and you throw them and the ball comes off, which one, throwing the roses again, not a great, you go against the wooden fence, go against the wall and choose which one you're going to catch. Ideally the similar sort of ball. If you've got 2 balls that are exactly the same, maybe put a cross on one of them. There's different ways in which you can do it. Another really good one is, I believe they're called moon balls. They're basically reaction balls, they're kind of hexagonal, which means if they land on the edge, they bounce off different directions. A simple game of kind of goalkeeping tennis with one of those, where the ball will react differently and you've got to try and get it over just a nice chalk line, or put some t-shirts down, like just use your imagination, okay? So really simple stuff in terms of working with different balls, getting different reactions, different stimulus, just watching bounces and how you're going to react to the ball, okay? And keeping your eye in and your coordination, okay? Thanks very much. Okay, so this is part number 5 of my 5 tips to stay fit and healthy, and it's about your mind, your brain, and I've got a little bit of a puzzle here. If I zoom in, okay, and it's goes all the way up to adult, but it has about 120 different puzzles, and as you can see, hopefully, there's a little bit of a board there, and there's different pieces, and basically I've got to put all those pieces in to complete the puzzle. And then the next one, if I show you this here, you can see we've got all the different, so this is the one I'm looking at the moment, and then we've got different ones all the way through. So it's just about problem solving. So I'm going to get in there, okay, I'm going to see what I can do. Let's have a look. I'm going to go that one there, and oh, can that go in there? Nope. So just like, no, it doesn't go in there. Just like in games, you're going to make mistakes, and it's about learning from those mistakes and planning and trying to, understand where you've gone wrong and how to fix it. Okay, so in terms of things like that, it could take a while, but it's all about problem solving, keeping your mind occupied, because that's what you do in a game. You're constantly problem solving, you're constantly trying to make a solution to every problem you're faced. Now, you can do things like you can put pressure on yourself by timing, you can go against somebody else, but it's about keeping this working, and that's super important. So it's not just about the body, but it's also about the mind as well. Alright? Guys, I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you're keeping well, and I cannot wait to see you again. Take care. Bye for now.